It is the Monster Energy Top Fuel Dragster of Brittany Force. And alongside her, a fan favorite, a motorsports legend, a man who has done so much in racing, the one and only Tony Stewart. So glad to have him out here. What a tremendous benefit to drag racing. We told you how, with John Force going down, this sport desperately needs stars. Tony Stewart was just what the doctor has ordered. Tony's done so much in racing. One thing he hasn't been able to do is win in a Top Fuel Dragster. He's hoping to get that done this year in 2025. He was so close last year. Did a great job climbing the ranks in Top Alcohol Dragster. We'll see what the legend, the NASCAR Hall of Famer, can do alongside Brittany Force. For Brittany Force, this season extra special for her, dedicating it all to Dad, trying to go out there and win a championship. Two of the top racers in the world ready to square off here at the Skag Power Equipment Pro Superstar Shootout. Will we see a new #1 qualifier right here? Our Nitro Super fan hopes so. Look at this run. Wow, 367.5 to a 373. Brittany.
Oh, you called it. You called it.
367, Brittany. Big statement here right off the trailer. How about Smoke? He goes to the #2 spot. Is this the season Smoke gets that much anticipated first Top Fuel win? Certainly very positive signs for Stewart and Force. This is exactly how you want to begin the season. If you are these teams, they look to be in mid-season form. Impressive. 367. We'll see if it holds up for the #1 spot, because here comes two very, very tough racers. Starting to cool down a little bit this evening too. That could play a factor. It was really hot here this afternoon, but now it still is February. You're getting some dew and you're getting some cold evening temperatures. Justin Ashley and Sean Langdon. Justin Ashley, a former Rookie of the Year who has just continued to climb the ranks. He seems to get better year after year. As for Sean Langdon, the 42-year-old out of Coletta Racing, 27-time winner, 56 career finals, always tough to beat, looks to be a championship contender for the man out of Indianapolis, Indiana. But they both know they've got their work cut out for them. If anybody's going to step up here and knock Brittany Force off the #1 spot. What an impressive run to open things up at the Skag Power Equipment Pro Superstar Shootout. Inching into the ready line. Big shout out to all the fans that have come out early to enjoy this special Nitro treat under the lights. Hope you're loving it on YouTube. What a great side-by-side performance. Does Langdon have a chance to do it? Top end 368, just missed it. 368, a very, very solid lap here tonight in those conditions. Unbelievable. So by 0.02 of a second, Daniel Wilkerson hangs on to the top spot, but will it hold up? Because look at who is at the ready line right now. Two of the best in the business out of John Force Racing. The veteran Fast Jack Beckman. And here is a rising star, young Austin Brock, your defending funny car champion, 4-time winner in the Cornwell Quality Tools John Force Racing funny car. What a season it was for both these individuals. As for Jack Beckman, he thought his career was over when Don Schumacher had to downsize a few years ago. Jack went back to repairing elevators, and that is when he got the call last year after John Force suffered a devastating accident in Richmond. Thank goodness John is okay, but Beckman was the one to receive the call for fill-in duties, and he said, hey, the driving suit still fits, grabbed his helmet, and got to the track just as fast as he could. Speaking of John Force, we are so happy. The 16-time champion, the legend, was back at the racetrack this weekend. So many were worried about him. It was a nasty, nasty, devastating crash back in Richmond, Virginia, but John Force is on the up and up, and earlier we caught him attending to his pit duties. John Force Racing getting ready to kick off the 2025 campaign. It all begins here at Bradenton Motorsports Park. It is the second annual SCAG Pro Superstar Shootout. There is the boss himself, the legend, the one and only John Force. How great is it to see him back at the drag strip this year? If you were in Virginia, we had a scary, scary moment.
Wow, he didn't even get that wall. I thought he went over and banked off one and came back for the other, but look at this thing. Traveling across the racetrack. Fortunately for Terry Haddock, he was slowed down to the point that he was out of the way, and man, that is a big time hit in the concrete down there. That John Force has been through some very, very wild rides in his career.
Wow.
I'm going to put that one in the top 3 or 4.
Wow.
For a guy to go through that, no matter what his age or what kind of shape he's in.
Great is it to see him back at the drag strip this year. But John is back and his team is ready to rock and roll. Welcome back, John. And I'm not saying it's 100%, but I do feel like at some point we may see him back behind the wheel if cleared. Here we go. Will one of these individuals step up and take the #1 spot? Let's watch. Great run, side by side, candles lit, top end 381 to a 383, your number 1 and 2 qualifiers. There it is, there's the one you were waiting for. Austin Brock, 381, he takes the #1 spot. Nice run, Fast Jack as well. Wow, funny cars, absolutely flying here at the Pro Superstar Shootout. We got to take another look. Fast Jack, the 75-time finalist, steps up, and Austin Prock picks up where he left off. 1 and 2. What a run. We got to check in with our Nitro super fan before we bring out the top Fuel Dragsters. What do you think about John Force Racing 1 and 2?
Hey, they the baddest cars on the planet.
Oh, yeah.
I'm telling you now.
Shout out to my guys down there. They're getting subscribed to Cycle Drag and Racing Jack. You rock. Shout out to all the super fans here of all ages. Thank you for subscribing to this channel, Racing Jack, and also Cycle Drag. We like to keep you informed. We like to have a good time. And here comes Doug Foley, a man who knows a thing or two about racing. In fact, he has his own racing school. This team out of Brownsburg, Indiana, that hotbed for the NHRA Nitro squad. Let's see what they can do. What a show this funny car class put on. They have proven traction is there tonight. It's just a matter of hitting the tune-up dead on. Foley will be first. We continue on here. This specialty race, this all-star race, known as the Pro Superstar Shootout here at Bradenton Motorsports Park. Such a big deal for this community down here. Part of the Winter Series. They have the Snowbird Nationals. They also have the big World Series of Pro Mod coming up. A lot of fun. Drag racing in February is not a bad thing. Oh, smokes the tires. Foley, too aggressive here in Q1. Not 100% sure what happened to Doug Foley out there in this young season. May have had a mechanical failure, may have just went up to see what the racetrack could hold, may have missed the tune altogether, but nonetheless, 0 for 1 here tonight for him. They'll go back and make necessary adjustments. And that brings up Josh Hart on the R&L Carriers machine, and this man in the Star Racer Dragster. That is Sean Reed, the veteran. 1 NHRA Top Fuel Dragster win to his credit. Made his return after a 4-year absence last year. Great to have him back. He ran a career best ET in Sonoma with a 368, reset it again in Dallas at a 367. He has proven he has the speed at any given time. As for Josh Hart, the entrepreneur, the 5-time NHRA winner, another individual who's got the speed and talent to break out at any given point. 13 final round appearances for this young man out of Ocala, Florida. Bit of a home game for him this weekend. see who can step up and take the #1 spot. If they can get down the racetrack cleanly, it's theirs for the taking, at least for now. Such a cool, intimate venue here at Bradenton Motorsports Park. These fans right on top of the action, enjoying this sneak peek at the 2025 season. Oh, Hart out of here. Great pass. Not sure what happened to Reed. Topping 379, 323 miles an hour. Great run.
379, 323, excuse me, let me get the nitro out of my eyes. What happened to Sean Reed?
Back after the burnout, the crew did not like something they saw. They immediately shut off the fuel, and they backed him up. You can see he was trying to get out of the car.
This early in the season, guys, that's apt to happen.